Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Ever since presidential primaries took place in all the political parties, the two major political parties, or call it three, has been encountering a lot of change. We've been seeing a lot of people moving from APC to PDP. Some are moving from PDP to APC. Some are moving from the two major parties to NNPP. Some are also moving to Labour Party. But right now, there are some key personalities who are, showing some indifferent attitude, which is affecting, the state of their party. First in the list is actually Wike. Today, we've already heard that Peter Obi paid him a visit and they had a closed door meeting. No one can tell what transpired in that closed door meeting because after the meeting, none of them spoke about it. But right now, a renowned governor in the northern part of Nigeria, has also visited. Immediately, Peter Obi visited him. That governor visited Wike. He's a PDP governor from the north. He came with more than two people, to meet Governor Wike, and you're going to hear the reason of their coming. Also, in a related news, APC is crying right now over the issue of decamping. You'll get to hear what the national chairman, Abdullahi Adamu, have to tell Nigerians about the cross-carpeting going on, in his party. But before we give you full details of that, if you've not subscribed, please do well, hit on the red subscribe button so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed has held a closed-door meeting with his Rivers State counterpart, Governor Yesom Wike. The National Vice Chairman of the PDP South South, Dan Obi, was also part of the meeting. The meeting came after pictures of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi's meeting with Wike in his country home emerged online. The latest meeting is coming after the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, set up a committee to pacify aggrieved members of the People Democratic Party. Governor Wike has also recently met with Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State in Port Harcourt. Weeks after losing the presidential ticket contest of the PDP, Governor Wike also lose the vice presidential position to Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. Since losing to Okowa, Wike is yet to publicly make any comment about the development in the party. Meanwhile, in a related development, the national chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC), Abdullahi Adamu, has lamented the exit of party men as a result of a primary election that didn't favor many of them. Adamu was reacting to questions by the Senate Press Corps after he held a closed-door meeting with the Senate caucus on Wednesday. He, however, said defection rogging the APC were seasonal and normal, stressing that all manner of behaviors are expected at this time. The APC boss said he was undeterred about the ugly development but cared much about the APC under his leadership. According to his word, he said that the wave of senators leaving APC for elsewhere is an unfortunate development when it happens. But this is a season for all manner of behaviors in the political space in the country, and Nigeria is not an exception. In every election year, this kind of sub-step gives cause for people, stakeholders to sneeze. Nigeria is not an exception and the APC is not an exception. So I don't give a damn what is happening in other parties. I care about what is happening at our party. You and I know that it is not just APC, that this thing is happening because we are the ruling party. Yes, our problems are more prominent in the public glare. Asked to speak on the extent the exit of APC members was hurtful to him, the visually disturbed Adamu admitted that no responsible leader would claim he isn't pain in circumstances like this. He said no responsible leader would not worry losing one member, not to talk of two, three. At the moment, we are faced with the stark reality of their problems, but I am committed with my colleagues in the National Working Committee to face the problems squarely to see if the problems are solvable by the grace of God. I mean, a lot of things are happening. And, losing these hands will result to something very uninteresting because each of the key caucus member, or let me say each of the key politicians who are walking out of your party, they are not just walking out alone. They have a team of people, possibly from their geopolitical, or sorry, from their constituency, possibly from their local government, who are going to also walk away with him. And if they walk away, it reduces your chances of winning the upcoming election. Now, the one that is most important is the case of Wike. You can, if you see the trend of or the way Port Harcourt has been bubbling with the visit of very key important personality, you will know that this is a big fish. And now that he has started showing lack of interest in the activities of PDP, they just need to worry. And guess what? APC is not quiet. We've already heard, how Dave Umahi also visited him. We don't know what they discussed, but some people believe, grapevine have it, that actually they're discussing the issue of cross-carpeting. Wike is not a small meat. And apart from just being a small meat, Wike also is not occupying an office that control less number of people. If we are talking about highly populated, states in Nigeria, we make mention of Kano State, Katsina is there, Lagos State, and then River State in South. So imagine you losing someone like Wike to another party. Therefore, the chances of PDP winning is very slim. Don't forget that when we talk about Lagos, we know that one is strictly for Bola Ahmed Tinubu because already he has key faithfuls there who will do everything to ensure he wins in Lagos. When we talk about Kano State also, we know we have the likes of Ganduje, who is proving his loyalty by working with the presidential aspirant of APC to everywhere he goes to. So you now realize that APC already have a huge control. Here, if you talk about Katsina State, the president himself, talking about Buhari, is from Katsina State. So a lot has been happening. So they're doing everything to see how they can have for keeps key members. We do not know what Bala Mohammed intends to discuss with him. But guess what? I strongly believe someone like, the person of Wike will never disclose to you what do you call him? What Peter Obi had discussed with him. He will never say it. What Dave Umahi also discussed with him, he will not say it. All decision is in his hand. Don't forget that this same issue of election has opened his eyes. In his very eyes, he watched how Tambuwa, proved to him that though we are friends, but ethnicity is stronger than our friendship. You understand? Now, the same thing also happened in the vice presidential, committee that was set up. According to the info we had, said not less than 6 out of, I think, 19 people were in that meeting, but not less than 16 people stood tall for Wike to be the vice president because of the level of influence he has and his ability to coordinate the party to be together. But at the end of the day, the choicest person taken was, Ifeanyi Okowa. And that shut him totally out. That, hey, there's something I do not know. Yeah, people may say they will give him something like if Atiku becomes the president, they will give him something like Minister of Petroleum or whatever minister they would like to give to him. But, we have already seen what is happening in the political terrain. Thus far, we've heard people saying something that there was no written agreement on so. You understand? So if I've heard in another party that people were their loyalty, which they thought was going to be paid with good position, they were being denied. And by the time I said there is nothing like document anyway proving that he has to be careful, and makes his choices very well. So right now there is a lot going on, and very soon everything will unfold as we keep going with them, joining with them in this political era. That's where we like to leave it. What's your position on all the meetings going on with Governor Wike and also the issue of cross-carpeting in APC?